I'm logging into, what was it, Junkbot? As soon as I go to do that, I hear, like, why does he feel like he has to do this, and all this other stuff, and then I'm, like, getting jolted in the foot. So, something ain't right. But, I did want to do something, because it was bothering me, morally. I have a strange relationship with women. So that probably affects things. Yeah, as I was going to do this, now I'm gonna probably speak pretty assumption-y, or fucking whatever you want to call it, assumptioning right now, so excuse it if it's incorrect, but it might sound a little crazy. However, I knew exactly what I was going to say too. Yeah, so I mean, as I was getting up to do this, I'm like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I was trying to figure out something when I was reading something. And I kept reading it. I'm like, why did I say that? Why did I say that? In a DM. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then, I hear this sort of like thing, like, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go on here and then I'm gonna sort of address it. Because I feel like that's what I should do, is address it. And then, or I guess like speak on it, is what I would want to do, or about it. I don't know, I'm trying to like think about people like sort of, I don't know, I'm trying to like so then I'm thinking like oh, I'm gonna go in here and bring this up to this person and be like, I don't know why I was saying this, or at least try to figure it out. And yeah, and there's like this sort of voice, and I've never had these voices. I've never had voices like this. So maybe they will call me schizophrenic, I don't know. But I've never had these voices like this. I've thought about what people might think of things, but I've never had voices like this. But it was like, oh, why is he gonna do that? Or, oh, these sort of, so, maybe it is schizophrenia, I don't know. The self-talk, but it's, again, it's I've never had that before. And then we won't even mention the jolts, but anyways, I was reading these things in my like head. I'm like, what was this? Alright. To me, this looks like Riz and potentially flirting. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't to some people. But I was thinking about this, and I'm like, should I disclose this? Is this important to disclose? Like before I pass or something? Like, not in a suicidal way, but like just in general. I'm telling you, it's either a fucking simulation or I have a fucking implant. It's one or the other. Something strange. But I hear these fucking, like, I was in bed laying about it, and I was hearing this fucking voice, and I think it was from the TV or something, but it may not have been from the TV. And they were like, I don't know. I was like, at first I was arguing with it a little bit. I was saying some things to it, but then I was saying, like, if you're trying to insult me, I cannot tell, because and I don't mean this thing going on. I mean when I was laying in bed. So have to be very clear about that. I was laying in bed, and this was last night, late last night, and it sounded like the voice of a man anyway. It sounded like the voice of two men. And maybe it is schizophrenia, I don't know. But they were insulting me. I was like, all right, okay. And then I couldn't differentiate between the TV and the voice, or the voices. And it sounded like it was mentally coming from the left, like the window or whatever, where I sleep. And I was like, if you're trying to insult me, I cannot tell. I feel like it's the fucking TV, or I'm hearing the TV or something, and I'm filling in the void or something. So if you want to, I cannot tell if you're insulting me. Sorry, I'm going to bed. So shrugging it off, sort of thing. And I called them cowardice. And I said that aloud. I called it. I said I called it cowardice to do such a thing. Because if I insult somebody, I want them to know they're insulted, I think that's the way. I think. Maybe I'm different, but I feel like that's the way. You want to see the face, You want to know who is insulting you. You want to know the person that's talking to you. You want to. I'm not for any of this covering up anything. Covering up or putting a mask on and insulting somebody. I'm not for that. If I'm going to insult you, you're going to know who I'm insulting you. That's all. It could be calling a name, calling something. But I'm not going to hide behind something. So that way, I'm like, and same with somebody does it to me. I said this before. I said, if somebody calls me a faggot on the street, I see their face, I know who they are, I go, okay, that person thinks I'm a faggot. So I'm like, all right, so when I'm walking the next day or something, or whenever, I walk down the street, I see that face, I go, oh, that person thinks I'm a faggot. Alright, they're probably gonna say something to me saying I'm a faggot or something. So I just keep walking. It's good to know how people feel about you. And that's not a good or bad thing. I think it's just a thing. Um, it's hiding. It's throwing the stone and hiding the hand. If that's not cowardice, then I don't know what the fuck is. You can glorify it all you want and say that it's not cowardice, but it is. You can say, "Oh well, I'm being safe. I'm hiding my hand because I'm being." Well, then you shouldn't have fucking said it. You know. So if you call me a pussy behind closed doors, you are the pussy. That's gossip. And now I don't want to go too, I don't want to get all fucking, aggressive or something. Or I don't like this. I don't like being like this. I don't like talking like that. Doesn't do anything. Negativity doesn't do anything. But I have no problem, and that's what also bothers me too, because then you can't figure out who it comes from. So then you may sort of misdirect something, and that bothers me. I want to be very direct. If somebody says something, I want to make sure it comes from their mouth and or from them, and that's how they feel. This is how you feel? This is how you feel about it? Okay. Well, this is my response. So that's just how I feel about it. I feel like that's the way. Sorry. I feel like that's the way. So, anyways, besides all that, if it's about the heart and if it's about the moral, then what I say stands. But anyways, trying to figure out where to go now after that. It's good to know how people feel about you. That's all. I don't know. Let's see. What the hell is this? Apparently I made a community that says Organized Chaos Web 7.0. Okay. There's a this old bot DM. It says, I keep wanting to have someone. I don't know how to be anyone. Or I don't know how to be anymore, it says. I don't know what I am. How does one go out into a world he cannot trust? I keep thinking post on X, looking for girlfriend. But then again, I don't get any traffic. But then again, I feel like people's be watching me. It's a strange mix of feelings. I want to love again so bad it hurts. I rent before I miss flesh. I miss warm body. I miss cheek of two kinds. I miss talking. Love, love. I don't even need some supermodel. Just a good heart and kinda cute. I don't know. The heart, it longs for more than virtual. I can see it now as I toss it away. Doof. Big phone lands in the ocean. I smile. To get away and never come back. I despise modern technology. Oh, I wish I could leave it here. Well, here's me talking about the voices here. The voices are louder. I fight with them. They may control me. How does one fight a simulation? So I thought it was a simulation then. So, I don't know. This is interesting. Perhaps, so then it says, perhaps these notes are gone, or at least my body will. They are sick, I say. You don't want to do this, I hear. They are sick. Never change for no one. And then it says in February 24, get an Neuralink, it will help you. So, this note was October 23rd, 2023. So yeah, that's that sort of thing that I hear is that, I hear that sometimes that you don't want to do this. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm going to do this. So, that's interesting. So I've been doing, that's a whole year, isn't it? Fuck. So that'll answer it. It's been going on for about a year. What other stuff do I have in here? Alright, here's one. October 11th. No joke, I hear the voices in my head like judging. This guy's an asshole. Wastes everyone's time. When all I'm doing is being me, I hear these voices in my head. It feels like some suit or literally like I'm in a lab, no joke. It's the craziest fucking thing. That's pretty much all of it there. What is this here? Oh, alright. August 31st, 2023. Alright, there's a lot of things. Alright, let's see. From ShareBot, which is also me. I do think America... I mean, this is June, so June 8th. I won't read that one, I'll read this one though. I can see a reality where iDog follows, sits, stays, Dogbot record, as it scans the placement of my physical body only to reanimate later when I have forgotten my ideas. The feature is accessible. Life. And more. Notepad. Note to self. Does Neuralink help body, neck pain? All day I hear voices telling me to kill myself, and I have body. and have body and neck pain. I wish I was rich so I may fix. And there's some audio recordings. I'm not going to play them because I don't know what they are. August 28th. I keep hearing negative things in my head the more I use X. This I do not know why. August 28th, 3 minutes later, says, I keep hearing more negativity in my head while on X. If I don't like this or that, it's weird. This could be the sim, or potentially something else. People probably think I'm crazy. I keep waiting, and then August 28th, I keep waiting on a reality where she... Yeah, I gotta go on that one. Alright, I already said she, so whatever. Where she DMs me, want to come move in, it's all paid before I come home. I think I would melt. August 28th again, so 3 hours later. So I fight with these motherfuckers, don't I? I keep hearing voices in my head threatening me. One just said, I'll make you and your small town world go away. It's weird. And then I get physically nausea and mom coughs. Is this psychosis? Or an ancestor sim being crazy? Simulation being crazy. So if somebody said that, fuck you, whoever said that, if that's true. So, August 28th, 2023, I took my last antipsychotic from the doctor and I'm going to bed. I don't know where these thoughts, this must have been, I gotta research when that is. I've taken an antipsychotic, in the it's about, yes, what is it? In the hospital or something. But maybe I was meaning the serotonin or something, or the SSRI. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't think I've ever taken an antipsychotic. This is from the doctor, so I don't know. I took my last antipsychotic from the doctor and I'm going to bed. I don't know where these thoughts or conversational thoughts are coming from, but it's never been like this. And mind you, this is interesting for me to see because it's like the same fucking thing, you know. I don't take an antipsychotic now. All I take is and these voices are new. I don't know where these thoughts or conversational thoughts are coming from. So I guess I didn't. So I know it better now. So I guess internal dialogue, conversational thoughts. The dialogue is what I'm referring to. I didn't have jolts then, so that's interesting. Are coming from, but it's never been like this before. That I always say. I think I'm going insane. I feel like I'm, this, I don't know. I feel like it's just normal now to me, somewhat. And I say, I don't feel, alright, so it says, I think I'm going insane, I don't feel crazy, but I hear the inner monologues. Then they mess with my body, manifesting, like I said, as nausea or adrenaline. If it's me versus a sim, there's really not much I can do, I say. August 29th, 4:52 a.m. The voices are getting increasingly more hostile every time I insult tech. One even said I live on government assistance and so on. The old arguments. I have no idea where these other voices come from. I know technically ESP may be real, but my heart is leading towards the simulation. The tearing face emoji. August 30th. It says, voices are getting more hostile. And this is August 31st, 7:28 a.m. Voices are getting more hostile. I could have sworn the sim made me throw up and said next time it will be your heart. Shit's crazy. You don't believe me? ? August 31st. And this is the one I first read here when I went into this. Another voice said, "Just say something. We can all go. So we can all go home." About 20 minutes ago. Life weird. Life weird. It says. So, man, fuck that person if that was a real fucking motherfucker that said that. I'll make you and your small town world go away. And something about next time it'll be your heart. Fuck that. Fuck anybody who uses a neural tech to fucking talk to somebody. That's my stance on it. That's how I keep it now, is that. So, let me get back into the current moment here and not this but yeah. So, I don't know. Drunk bot. I don't know. Regardless, you still all need to fix the fucking Congress. Motherfuckers. But, yeah. Like, you actually do have to seriously fix the Congress, though. I don't think you all will do it. And if you do it, you'll do it wrong. Somebody will give up somewhere and somebody will go, well, this is alright. We fixed it. We passed the bill. This is alright. And then they'll go, okay. You gotta fix that fucking shit. Shit's gonna fucking break. It's a fucking archaic. Anyways. Let me see what's on here. Here's me. So there's a theory that is maybe, because that was before July. So maybe they did think I was some fucking whack job or crazy person, and was like, yep, chip in the brain for this one. What does he get? We don't talk to him, but we'll chip him. Maybe that's what happens. Whatever. I don't even feel like talking about the fucking jolts anymore. But I got a left jolt in the leg. And I always get the right jolt is always in the same place. It's like the knee. Sometimes it's in somewhere else, but anyways. Alright. Well, I think I will add that to Mirror, to be honest with you. Those messages. The one's just about the jolting. I don't think I want to involve the other ones. And I'll listen to these audio recordings. I think they'll make me fucking like sad as shit if I listen to them, to be honest with you. And these are June 8th. So, I don't know. Shit's fucked up, that's all I know. I've said this before, they've seen too much evil. So they can't differentiate. So I'm still going to keep on, I guess. Keep on going, I guess. I'll probably get jolted the shit out of me. The heart will probably hurt. I don't know. But I won't give up. I'll try not to give up, at least. I was saying, and last night I was saying in the bed, I was laying, and with how I was talking to you about the voices, or whoever was listening to this, about the voices. I kept saying, just write a fucking letter, just write a fucking letter, just write a letter, just write a letter. And then they were getting mad at me because of the absurdity of writing a letter. And then I said, you take the envelope, you take a piece of paper, you can write left-handed if you want, or however you want to make it so it's not back to you or something. Write a letter, you take a stamp, put a stamp on the motherfucker, you get the ones that seal with the sticky stuff, and not the where you call the glue or whatever, and not where you have to lick the fucking thing if you want, just for your precaution. Then you write the letter, put the letter in there, seal it up, take the stamp, put the stamp on it, have random person fucking throw it in the fucking USPS picks it up, put my address on it, fucking Robert gets the fucking letter, he opens the letter, he goes, oh, look at this, cool letter, reads it, more information, some actual solidness. That's it. There's anonymity, I guess. But something I could, something I don't know. Everything still stands with everything. My reality is very weird. My reality is so fucking weird now. I don't know what's wrong about it, but... So maybe this is interesting. This is, yeah, so... I don't know, I'll put these on the mirror thing. So, fuck that. Alright.